Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the one, the only, knee-slapping, still K-pop somewhat podcast?
Yes.
This
episode is fully
for now.
K-pop.
This is, I mean, we're here
This
for
is a
K-pop
fully
now,
K-pop-based
so.
episode.
It's definitely
still-
K-pop.
We'll have to re-examine eventually, but we're still a K-pop podcast currently. So.
Mostly.
I mean, I think
it is
if you
your
average
girl.
out between all topics, K-pop still wins.
Right,
True.
right.
That's fair. That is true. Anyways, it is your girl Maria, and I am here with Kayla
Hello.
and Sammi,
Hi.
and girls, boys, the other homies out there. We are talking about some of the best year-end performances, mostly from, music award shows, and of course the Gayo Daejuns that we have seen in our time of being K-pop fans. Like, seeing, of course, through YouTube, obviously, not in person. Could you imagine in person? My God. But that we have seen through
Sounds
YouTube.
like a hassle.
We have gagged, we have gooped, we have freaked out, we have stared at hot men, we have been immersed by just as equally hot ladies for some of y'all. And then, yes, so we are just gonna, essentially this is gonna be a gush episode, I feel like. This is just gonna be, for the most part, a gush episode.
No, it is not. We have a very large negative section.
Okay.
As is our usual.
With the exception of the negative section. But we're still gonna talk about a lot of
also
cool
in
stuff,
like
so I am
no
excited.
particular order other than they're in the order we remembered them in. So we are not
Exactly.
we're not doing this
We are not in
chronologically in any way.
chronological. We're just talking
It's in
about vibes.
Vibes, just vibes.
And I'm gonna be honest. The overall, I'm just gonna say it. There's too many Kpop Award shows. There's
so
too
many.
much. There's
oh my
too
God,
many.
There's so many.
There's so many, and the problem is, at the end of every award shows, this is why everyone thinks that award shows are bad currently.
Mhm.
It's because, one, we live in the current era, so the current era will always be people's least favorite because they're living through it, and they
Right.
remember all of it. As opposed to all the old ones where everyone's like, well, the old ones are so good. I'm like, no, you remember 3 of them that
Yeah.
were good over the last 5 years. And that's because 3 of them
tend
were
to not
good.
remember the bad
You don't
ones.
remember the
Yeah.
not even the bad ones. You don't remember what most of them are, which is fine.
Right.
Most of them are fine. Most of them is every K-pop group going up there doing either a bland cover of the
Just
same
their
10
own-
songs we
just their
cover
own song.
every do.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Or
their own
a
song, but a little
fine-
different.
Their own song with a dance break.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine. Like,
Solidly
there-
okay.
it's solidly good. Even the mamas, most performances are solidly good. And then you get, like, a whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's better. You
The
know what I mean?
Mamas have
Like,
Or you get
the
someone-
Mamas have
or
become
honest-
increasingly more boring this time.
they
has
have
gone
become
on,
Yeah.
increasingly
what
more
I-
boring, mainly
have
just
seen.
because I think that there is I think we've entered the era where there is more categorization. We've always categorized K-pop as your A, B, C, D tier.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
the problem is I think we've entered a new era where we have to redo the system.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And now there's an S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't get S tier on your shows. They're expensive.
True.
There's only so much they can
There's
do
only
these
so much you
days.
can afford. And also there's so much, like, I do think that, like, there is less, like, overall iconic, because also half these groups are out doing tour. Like, K-pop is so decentralized now that everyone's off doing their own thing.
Yep.
And then also, maybe some of these kids would like to spend Christmas with their families.
It's
Because
just a
that's
thought.
the other thing you realize, is that half of these are Christmas and New Year shows.
Yep.
I don't know if
Just
Christmas
saying.
is as big in Korea, though. Is the
It
only
is
thing.
not, but you have to remember a bunch of these kids are still, a bunch of them are still extremely Christian.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I
That's
bet
true.
you,
They might.
I also bet you a bunch of these kids would like to spend one Christmas of the last 10 years with their
Their
loved
family.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas
some
or just
kind
like
of
just
loved
spend
one.
the end of the
Or
new
just
end of the year
honestly
with them.
having a break.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they don't get one. I would just like, or in New Year's, go to a party, something
Yeah.
like that.
Something,
Just it feels
something.
very, overall that there is, and that's not the award show's fault, but the award shows are also all around the same time. They usually one rut. Mamas, they're like what, mid-November to I didn't even realize it went as late as February because I didn't know the one that we just had that whole scandal with.
Yeah, I know some of them.
Oh yeah, the shit show.
I know some of the actual shit show. I know some of
The
them
literal
bleed over
shit show.
into early the next year.
They go.
But
I know January, but I didn't realize
know
we went
how
all the
many
way
of
into
them do.
February.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we already I understand like normal award shows even in America it's like through the early next year. And I'm like, why are we in February and still doing this?
I know, it feels unnecessary.
This is K-pop.
In a lot of ways.
Move on. The same 10 people win because they have to give an award to every single person that's there. So you have 15 awards going out.
Like the only ones for
thing.
idols that
Who cares?
matter for the most part is like the mamas and the MMA awards, you know?
For
And
K-pop
let's be
fans,
honest,
those are the ones that, like,
those are the only
international
ones that matter.
K-pop fans, those are the only ones anyone really
And then
pays
like the
attention
Korean
to.
Music Awards is the more like legit ones, but that one's more
Yeah.
broad of Korean artists in general. So it's not just like
Yeah.
maybe if an idol's
And,
really
you know,
well liked
and
or
then-
actually puts out good music, they get featured, but for the most part, no, it's like broad
And
Korean
then also
scene.
just Korea just likes ballad artists, so it's a boring award show anyway.
That's well, yeah, somewhat bad.
Korea
Some of the
likes
categories are different.
ballads.
They
Don't Korea loves ballads.
They
It's the
love
most-
ballads and also trot music.
and trot, which are like
Well,
the
trot
two
makes
things
sense
where like I'm out.
because like that's the older pop form.
Still, it's not good.
Yeah.
Moving on. So yeah, that's like the state of award shows currently. I still think there are we have a lot of pretty current reward shows on like some of our favorites.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I do think that like it's about equal the caliber of performance is about equal to the old days. It's one, I think there are more award shows now, so there's more middling. And
Right.
also most of those award shows don't have the budget of like your mamas or your MMAs. So they also
Yeah.
just end up with very boring performances.
It's more of like a
It's a show.
it's like an award show that's also like a cheaper version of a Gayo Daejuns, but there's awards that they give out.
It's a showcase.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
A
they
showcase
don't have
with
the
awards.
budget, and it's just and plus these guys are doing what? There's at least 10 of these things. Some of these kids are in all of them. You think they have time to do 10 different fantastic stages?
Right.
They
No.
don't have that kind of time.
That's why you
hell?
get so many of them it's just a song with a little dance break in the middle, and that's all
And the dance
it
break is a little interchangeable. It's
Yep.
maybe has some difference in how you say instrumentation. But
Mhm.
and maybe they'll switch out the song to the other song that they had that year. If they had two
right.
comebacks. And like I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
They have to do it. All right. So should we do the bad or the good?
We
wanna
always
start with
like
the
to
bad?
end on a bad note, so why don't we just like do the good
End
first
on a bad
and
note?
then end on a
Or
bad
switch
note?
it up and end on a good note.
I don't know. I feel like
We can do
ending
the
on a
bad first.
note
Let's do the
is kind
bad.
of our
Let's do the
brand,
bad.
though.
I think
Let's-
the bad
let's
note
roast.
is our brand. Let's do the good first. So,
Oh.
the first one we have is an iconic.
My Roman Empire.
Surprisingly, that's your Roman Empire.
Well,
okay.
I in my
Maria's
opinion, I have
Roman
multiple
Empire.
Roman empires. This is one of them. This is the
Maria's
Roman
Empire here.
Yeah.
Which we've talked about surprisingly recently, so I don't think we have to go over it too much. Which is BTS versus Block B at the Mamas in 2015.
I will gush though.
Um,
I will do the gushing for you.
I mean,
if
the
you want.
Mamas are a lot of people say this. The Mamas are really kind of one of the only ones of these that do too much interaction. Award shows, not Gayo Daejuns, because those do a lot more interaction. But
They
like,
Yeah.
do. There are a lot
The
more
mamas are
collaborations
kind of-
there.
they're the ones for collaborations, but the Mamas are really the ones for for group collaborations in terms of award shows.
Yeah.
And they've still do it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And the BTS Block B one was very good for both groups.
So much fun. Like
It was really fun.
yeah. Like it's just on like just the way they had it set up as like kind of like a versus team thing in different aspects. Like you had the dance off, which actually this was what introduced me to Uptown Funk. Actually, was this performance. So this was the first time I heard Uptown
It's a
Funk.
real
Fun
way to
fact.
get introduced.
Damn.
to
I know,
Uptown
right?
Funk.
I don't know
It's
how
a
I missed
very
out on Uptown
random
Funk, but this
way.
is how I discovered Uptown Funk and fell in love with it. And then of course like some good little John was a nice surprise. Get out of your mind! And then like we got J-Hope like crumping in the back over there, and then they do some dancing from B, and then of course Jimin decides to take and rip off his shirt, and the ladies went crazy. I was I was dying. I was dying. I was like, hot damn. This is so hot. 17-year-old me or not 17-year-old. Who was I? I was in college. Never mind. I was in college. I thought this was so hot for some reason. Anyways. And then of course going on, and then we go to the rap performance where RM essentially his performance, unreleased track, is essentially a diss track at another rapper. I think it's a diss track towards Bobby actually from Icon, which is kind of
read all about it. Is Bobby of Icon. Read all about it.
It is Bobby of Icon.
Yeah,
that was in the book we read,
which I think is great in the book that we read, which I love. And then of course Zico does a little bit of Tough Cookie, and then they go into like more group performances. BTS I think does whatchamacallit, they do Danger, and then it goes into her with Block B, and then they do a combination. They decide to perform Let's Get It Started by the Black Eyed Peas together to cap it all off, but yet somehow it works. And I love it. I think about it sometimes, either every other 2 weeks or something. It just pops in my head. I'm just like, yes,
the Roman Empire.
I just might do, maybe I should just, I feel like I have multiple Roman empires, so I feel like I just gotta make a PowerPoint presentation, do Roman empires.
My Roman empires. That would be a fun episode to do for all of us to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, should our new PowerPoint party just be each of our
Did I just start something new?
Yeah, that's actually a good. That's a
not
good
even
idea,
Roman empires. It could be just,
honestly,
if we
I
want
think
to make an Asian theme, it could just be was it Wuxi?
I know, because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we have to. We can just do that as
the
our
mythical era of
Come in
Chinese
soon,
history.
everybody.
There could be that mythical era of Chinese history. I don't know. Anyways,
coming soon this year,
Yeah.
everybody.
Coming soon.
oh my
Our
god,
Roman
I just
Empire.
created
Roman
something. This
empires.
is great. I love it. Okay. Anyways, next one. One of you guys can talk about this. Go ahead.
I feel like this is one of our Roman
For sure.
This
empires.
is one of our Roman empires. It's
Yes.
both of our
It is a
Roman
Roman
empires.
Empire for you too. I forgot about this
So
one
it's-
honestly, but
So it's the 2016 rookie boy group stage at the 2016 SBS, sorry, Gayo Daejun. So if you look for this, you will not find it.
Mhm.
You will not.
It's not
It-
on
for
the
s-
internet for some reason.
But if you look up the girl group one, you will find it. Just saying.
the
so
boy
rude.
group one, they have taken
Is-
off the internet.
But you also can find it because it was also called the Ultra Dance Festival.
Yeah, you can
So
find
you
the
can
re-uploads are around.
Yes. And
Sometimes.
it is our Roman Empire.
Yes.
Because it is some of our favorite people. And what used to be some of our favorite people.
Yes.
Because it is Astro. It is K&K. It is SF9. It is Pentagon. It is also like,
Halo and Snooper.
And Halo and Snooper are also
there for some
But-
reason.
but absolute icons.
So good. Oh, it's so
Absolute
good.
icon. Like, it is truly paying lip service to these, like, rookie/new goo boy groups. No, all of them would have been rookie.
Yeah.
Except Halo. When did Halo debut?
I
This is
think,
hard.
I think Halo, is like the one outlier in that.
Yeah. But otherwise, everyone else is a rookie of that era. Or at least around that era.
Halo debuted in 2014.
14.
So, yes,
so they were
not.
newish, but they were not
But they
what
were
they are.
They were new goo, but they were not a rookie boy group.
They were not what you
Yeah,
consider
not
rookies.
rookies.
Because I do think Snooper would have still been considered because they were at the end of 2015.
Yes.
So they would have been rolled over into the 2016 groups for the most part.
Right.
But icons. This is I love this year for boy group debuts. It's great.
It's so good.
And then you just have some of our favorite boys. They're
Yes.
doing great songs. Thankfully, some of them do their debut. Most of them don't. I feel like
I think
they're thriving.
Well, it's Pentagon doesn't do their debut song.
Pentagon doesn't. Astro doesn't.
Astro doesn't. K&K does.
Snooper-
SF9 does.
Snooper does not.
Halo probably doesn't either because
Halo probably doesn't because I also don't know what the Halo debut song is.
Right.
We're very late stage Halo fans, and by late stage we mean post Halo.
Post Halo. Oh yeah.
But this is a performance that I watched and was like absolutely incredible. Love everything about it. Why the fuck is it not on the internet anymore?
Right.
Because
I always remember. I always come back to it. It's always so nice and fun because all of our favorite people are. Most of our favorite people are there.
So many of our favorite, and at the time, Pentagon would have been counted as
They
some of our
were
favorite
favorite
people.
at the time.
They were good for
They
a
were
hot
favorite
minute,
people at the
and then
time.
they weren't anymore.
For a while. Actually.
Okay, a little bit long.
Quite
Okay,
a
a little
while
longer than a hot
until
minute.
the E dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also would like to point out that there is a girl group version, if you're interested, that has Momoland, Gugudan, WJSN, who else is here? CLC, Daya, and Laboom. And it is infinitely worse, because they seem all infinitely less invested.
Yes.
Because essentially what it is, because we haven't really described what it is each group comes forward and does a bit of their song while everyone else essentially dances back up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just sort of rotate around until everyone is gone. And it's great, and it's lovely. Girl groups are infinitely less invested in the performance that they're doing.
Oh, yeah. It's the boy group ones we've got, like, cool staging, and it's, like...
It's cool
it's
staging.
Real nice.
It's a lot. There's a lot more ebbs and flows because like Snooper doesn't make the same music as Astro.
It's
and
like much more dynamic overall.
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely. Love every second of it. Go find it.
Go find it.
Actually, not too many of you because we don't want to get taken down.
True. We don't want it taken down, so like maybe don't flood to it. But I feel like us saying that isn't going to have any effect.
Our 35 people that watch our episodes. Yeah, absolutely. So this next one is a personal favorite
of
mine.
One.
Not one of my Roman empires, but a personal favorite of mine. Because it's a collab from the 2019 NBC Music Festival that is Astro and Oh My Girl doing the Red Shoes.
Very
and
nice.
It is like the cutest
It is super
thing.
cute, honestly. So cute. I like it. I like the way they did it. I love their outfits.
I love all the interactions. Yes. I love how they make it work that there is not an even number of people.
Nope.
And you don't notice unless you know that there's not.
There's more people with Oh My Girl, which I forget most of the time.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Or at least then. I don't know now, but then there was. Yeah.
Well, now Astro has less people as well.
True, yeah.
Astro, I don't know if it's still together.
I don't,
to be honest.
I think technically yes, but realistically probably
not.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just adorable. They're all having I do think they're very energetic performers, both of them.
Yeah,
they always look like they're having so much fun.
Two groups that conceptually very similar as well at the time.
Yes.
So
I love everything about them.
It's great.
Together.
So cute.
It also does feel like they were able to practice, which a lot of times with these collab stages, I don't know if they just aren't put together in time. And I do think a lot of it is timing-wise because most of these groups are great performers.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does feel like there is not enough. Like, maybe they should have done one more run-through. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this feels like they actually were able to do a decent amount of work together.
It feels like
to make it feel like as
together.
A collaboration. Yeah. I love that for them. They're great. I do also think it was just the most random thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it just felt like, wait, whoever put this together, a genius. But also, why'd you think of this? It was great, though. Love every second of it.
That's what I feel like a lot of these performances are for me. And sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. It's like, why are these people together?
Yeah. But this one, because, like, neither of them, I mean, this would be 2019. This would be, like, no, this is before, like, Oh My Girl really exploded. Like, it just feels like, what happened here? That both of these two names came to you. You know, none of them exploded that year. It just felt like a very normal year for everybody. But it just brought us this. So I loved it, but it just felt very, like, interesting.
Very,
maybe both groups wanted to do it and they only had 3 minutes to give. And they're like, fuck it. You gotta do it together.
Right. Next one.
Another collab.
I feel like very similar in a way to Astro Oh My Girl's G-Friend and 17 at the 2016 Mamas.
Though I do think this one makes a little bit more sense just because it's 2016 and it's 17 and G-Friend from 2016.
Yeah.
The fun part is you do have to watch this performance in like 4 parts. The whole thing is not uploaded. You have to and you also have to figure it out.
I think I found a whole uploaded thing though. I think it does exist, but it might not on the official internet channel, but it does exist.
But for the most part, you sort of have to figure it out yourself.
Right.
But overall, I think it's an adorable time.
It's very cute. That one is also another very fun one. That's very cute.
I think it gives it's a great collaboration because it does give both, like, it's a longer collaboration than the Astro Omega one because it is like a full mama performance.
Right.
So I think it's like 10 minutes long, the whole thing. And so it gives, like, everyone gets their little moment, and then they get fun, like, interaction moments.
Yeah.
It is iconic, though. I think people still talk about this, and I'm like, GFriend's not even a group anymore.
I feel like this is like a
Also,
one that
real
people won't go back to often. I feel
Yeah.
like it's one of the more popular ones.
This is a fun one. Also, it's so cute when they like get the flowers and they're just like, yeah.
Also, I love
I'm
the
like,
staging
oh my god.
for it. I think the staging's really fun.
Staging is
It's
really
a pretty
pretty.
stage.
It's also like it's a big stage for this.
It
I mean,
is.
it is a lot of people. 17 by themselves
True.
is a lot of people, but I love that for them. It's also like a lot of moving
It's like almost
parts.
20
It's a
people.
lot. Love that.
Almost 20 people on that stage. 19
It's a good
people.
time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so much fun and it's cute.
The next one's
BTS solo
The
concert.
BTS
It
solo
basically is a
BTS
solo concert. It was a mini
that's what
concert.
it is. It's a BTS solo
So-
concert.
in 2019.
You had videos.
The
Ugh.
MMAs decided to give BTS essentially 40
I
minutes.
think it's at least
and
it's like,
was like,
at least
go.
40 minutes. Yeah,
and was like, go. Just go.
just go.
So this has everything. It has solo stages.
Everything.
It has like every era of BTS, because like you start like early BTS and then you climb through the eras. It has ballads. It has energy. It has, I don't know. It has horses. It has actual live horses.
There are horses. There are literal horses.
It
Why
has
are you
random-
here?
It has a lot. It's got random women
There's a
throwing
lot.
petals. Good for them.
Oh yeah.
It's a paycheck. It has a lot of horses. It has more horses than you'd think.
No,
would
just
be on
random
that
women.
stage.
They're like foreigners too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Good for them. It has just
Good for
like
them.
a random, what appears to be almost military-esque group of men. Just a lot of them.
Yes.
I don't know why they're there. It's just a lot. It has inflatable tigers. Everything. What more do you ask for in this time? It was money. I think they took all the money from that. I think they were just given all the money.
Probably.
And the like, is it okay?
Like they had individual dance performances and staging stuff. They had multiple videos.
I can only
it's
imagine,
crazy because
like,
not only
watching-
was it 40 minutes, but it was also so expensive looking. It's
Absolutely.
like it's crazy.
It was
Oh, yeah.
It was a production for the full 40. I can only imagine watching this live and not knowing,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
like
yeah.
no, like it's a live show. Like if you're watching it, you're like, oh okay, oh BTS decided to go like retro with it. Okay, so they're doing like their older songs. Oh, you think they're gonna do like, you know, Boy in Love and then just go into like, okay, cool, and then it just keeps going,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I was like, oh, this is
okay.
a whole situation.
okay, they're doing Microcosmos. Okay, that's fine. But they have a dance break. They have a like change of costume. What's going on?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just it's just Jin. It's just Suga. It's just
Yeah.
V. It's just Jungkook. Okay, I guess we're going through all the and then it just keeps going.
I
At what
know.
point are you just like, is it just the rest of the show?
Yeah.
It's intense, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
And then we ends with
that
Dionysus,
for
which
them.
Oh, so good.
I truly,
ironically was also the opener
It's their
to
opening to
their
their concert.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah. That
yeah, to the
concert also
concert,
had
which I find-
the fun tigers.
hmm
The inflatable tigers
Yes.
did make it to the concert.
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna use
Hell
that,
yeah,
you
you
might as
keep
well
the
use them.
inflatable tigers.
Yeah,
Might as
they're
well
that
use them now that
expensive
you
to
have
make.
them.
You might as well
like,
keep using them.
At that point, you owned them.
Feels like a
But
waste
no.
otherwise.
100%, to be honest, it's an insane thing to do that I don't think we'll ever see again.
No, we're
And-
not gonna get in a 40-minute BTS concert at an award
No,
show.
but I don't think we're gonna get a 40-minute anybody concert, even from people I would like to see
Oh,
a
definitely
40-minute
not,
concert
definitely
True.
not.
Like, there are other...
I mean, it'll probably be more like a 20-minute
they
at
do
most,
20
probably
minute.
like what they
give
did in
20 they give
2018.
20
Which,
minutes to a
by the
bunch
way,
of people.
we didn't put it on here, but I would put the 2018 MMA awards.
We didn't want to put
performance
like
from
5
BTS on here as
BTS
well.
things
Totally
on here.
BTS
There's already
on
enough.
True, but I would because that was really good
enough
too.
BTS on here.
True,
if we were gonna
but
put
I
a
would say that's an
BTS
honorable
performing
mention.
Their own songs. We're gonna do the one where they perform
40 minutes
most
straight.
of their own songs. It's so
True.
much. It's at some point it lulls you into a false sense of security that it's gonna end, and then it just doesn't.
Then
it
doesn't.
keeps going.
It's never ending.
I think we're in some universes we're still there, and it's still
It's
going
still
on.
going.
It's still going. I mean, I loved it, and I would love it if the MMAs would do this. Like, that would be amazing. If I'm not saying ever. No, I am saying, fuck it. Every year MMAs, give 40 minutes to somebody. Some years I'll never watch it. Some years, hell yeah.
I mean, to be fair, maybe just give it to the one who's going to be the best artist of the year.
Exactly.
If you were to
Honestly,
make it
And,
fair.
again, I think
Like, that would be the
maybe
most
keep
fair
it on
option.
a rotation so that it's not BTS 5 years running. But,
Mm-hmm.
give it some fuck it. IU just had a comeback. I would love a 40-minute IU set.
Right.
I think it might kill her.
That'd be great.
She would have to do it by
True.
herself, but like there's a lot of people that I think could do it, and I think it'd be really fun.
It would be very fun.
17 could do it.
Like an older
mean-
group could do it. Like I'm looking like maybe like when EXO does a comeback or something like that. Again,
True.
even groups that I don't particularly like, I think that could do it.
Like, Stray Kids for sure would
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Like, I
For
mean,
sure would
that,
do it.
If
And
they
I
did
do
it, they
think that
probably
Red Velvet
would do
could
it,
probably
yeah.
do
And
one,
they would do
honestly.
it.
They would.
But for the most part, I think it would be something. It would be
Twice
something to
could do it.
talk about
Right.
because there's so many
True.
sections.
Right, right.
Would they also have a insane? Is it okay? I was frightened for the horses, to be honest. I'm like, I hope they're good.
Oh, God.
How do you? I hope
Like,
they're good.
Could you imagine
They're-
them hauling ass off
One
the
of
stage?
them looks scared.
Oh, God.
One of them, if you make a note of it, one of them does feel like he's a little like, what the fuck's this? Because like you can't train a horse.
Well, it's a lot of
for
flashing
this.
lights. I mean, one of them could spontaneously shit on stage. You never know.
One of them could also spontaneously run off the stage, which is the more concerning part.
Uh-huh.
True.
Like-
but the poop, though, could be a slip hazard, to be fair.
I don't think they would continue without dealing with that.
Yeah, I feel like that
I'm
would
more
100%
concerned about
need
someone
to be
getting
figured
trampled
out
by a
first.
horse. I was a little more concerned about someone being trampled by a horse because, like, how do you can't train a horse for
Mhm.
this? You don't have trained horses that perform well in the pitch darkness of a stadium.
Right.
Just saying. But yeah, no, icons.
True.
Everything about it iconic. Still talk about it to this day.
Yes, yes.
Oh my god, my other Roman Empire.
Oh, yeah, so the next...
Also, we have
Troublemaker.
this on here twice, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, the Infinite portion. I guess Infinite was
It's the
good.
same
Oh,
but-
it
thing.
is. It is on
It's
here
on
twice.
here twice.
It is
Let's
on here
all
two
talk about the
times.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
it wasn't supposed to be on here twice. I think we just didn't look enough.
We just weren't paying attention. It's
We just
fine.
weren't paying enough attention.
If you do want to talk about Infinite, sure, but I definitely want to talk about Troublemaker.
I mean, we're
'cause-
talking
oh my
about
god,
I
that's
mean-
the whole,
hot.
performance.
Infinite is
a
a part of
combined
it
performance.
slightly, so
Like
that's
it
why
True.
is
it's
like
there.
talking about that
Hoya
G-Friend
is the
BTS
bridge.
like
Yes.
G-Friend 17 performance.
Yes,
You can't talk
yes.
about one without talking about the other.
Yeah,
They're
Hoya is the
integral
bridge
for each
between
other.
them both.
Hoya is essential to the performance.
It is essential to the performance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh god, so good.
so what it is, because we haven't said it, is the Infinite / Troublemaker performance of the 2013 Mama Awards.
Oh, it's so hot.
It's good.
It's Hoya
It is
and
so
Young
hot.
I'm
Sung
such a fan.
questionably in a relationship. Who knows what that
Questionably,
situation
who's
was
to
like?
say?
Who
you
knows?
know?
We'll never know, I
Whatever was
guess.
going
But
on
Could
there.
know if someone would tell us.
Yep.
true.
But
It's like, can you
There's,
guys
like-
confirm if they were sleeping on the side? No, okay.
at this point in life, no. It's like I'm almost positive they were. Like
They
it's-
had to have
it's
been.
given the history that,
Yeah.
or not even history, but just given Hyuna and whatever has happened with her in recent years. I'm like, I'm almost positive they were dating then. Like
Oh,
it's not even.
absolutely.
That dating, yeah, dating a canceled dude.
Oh
that
my
was a
God,
producer of.
It's rough.
Oh god,
it's
lot.
rough out here.
I like it. Her dating pattern. Well, I
It's
don't like
only
it.
going
Dating pattern.
downhill.
It's funny
It's
that her
getting
dating
worse.
pattern is
Going
like
downhill.
hi.
It's getting worse.
Sorry, her dating
Time
pattern
goes
is
on.
Getting
people from
worse and
Cube that she
worse
knew.
every year.
Yep.
Former Cube coworkers. Her dating pattern is former Cube coworkers.
Honestly, she
essentially.
hasn't strayed from that yet. So
No,
No.
not that we know.
so far.
But
It's
yeah,
like, jeez.
That performance I enjoy. I don't love it as much as thing, just because it's one, it's really disparate, and two, other than the beginning, it kind of just turns into an average performance of now.
Yeah, Infinite doesn't do
It's
too
fine.
much exciting stuff.
But also, neither does Troublemaker, really. It turns into a pretty average performance of now.
I think
The
mainly good
thing
for
I
the
remember the
shot.
most is when he like
recognition.
clocks Hyunna's
No,
butt
I
at the
Mainly the
gunshot.
transition.
It's a transition because Hoya just shoots Hyunsung on the part of the performance, but I
stage.
also feel
Yeah.
like part of it's got to be the shock value in some way, just because of the like Hyuna and Hyunsung in Troublemaker were like one of the first actually like co-ed.
Oh, you mean them constantly cutting
performances
to
ever,
people's
so it's
stone faces because
yeah.
they know that if they have any form of reaction, they will be taken fully out
It'll
of
be
context.
bad for it's bad for them.
It will be bad for them,
right?
And honestly, I don't miss that era of K-pop because I think they do less cutaways now, and like because I'm just like they can't move.
Right.
Let them move, people. Let them look bored.
Mm-hmm.
Let them look, because they've seen this performance 5 times.
Right.
By award show number 10, I think they know all the songs. They got it. Let them be.
True.
All right. Next one. Ooh, next one's cute.
This was a fun one.
Next one's just cute, because it's in Hyphen at the 2020,
And it's pretty, and I like the effects with the screen effects are cool.
I mean,
They're,
I
like,
like
cool.
that it just involves roller skating.
I think
True.
that's my favorite part of it is that.
I mean, when you have a gimmick, it's the beginning of your career. You can take advantage of it.
Oh, yeah.
It hasn't gone so long that it can be passe. Nor do I think Hypen has, like, done it enough times that it actually is passe.
Right.
I think they have a couple more times they can bring it out.
Mhm.
The fact that Sunghoon can ice skate, but also it's a stage, so it's roller skating. The amount of people I saw that called it, oh shit, he's ice skating. I'm like, no, he's not.
He's not. Those are not ice. He's on ice out
Those are
right
not
now.
ice skates. This is not Eurovision. There was look it up. There is Eurovision where some dude was just ice skating. And it was a tiny patch of ice that they gave him.
Ooh.
But this is too big. It's not ice.
It's not that.
And also you can see the wheels. It's a roller skate.
True.
I will say he's very smooth on the roller skates. You can be less smooth on roller skates than you can on ice skates.
Yeah.
But good time. And like debut era and hype and real fun. Give and
Yes.
Taken, good song.
Love Give and Taken. Oh, it's such a good
The
song.
2020 Mamas were also just a very weird time.
Well, yeah, because it
because,
was
like, you
COVID,
couldn't-
so.
They weren't the Mamas. They just weren't. Everyone was by themselves in pre-recorded little screens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
All right.
always weird. Oh, BTS 2026, love it. Oh, love.
You'll
Love it.
notice that BTS is on here multiple times, and that's because BTS knows how to do a performance.
Oh, absolutely.
They bring the drama.
They bring the drama.
They
They bring the
drama.
performance. This
Yes.
might be honestly my favorite BTS performance of all
I don't
of
blame
these,
you. This
just
was great.
because
This
it
era
is-
was great for them.
Well,
Oh,
one, it's my favorite era, and two, it felt like a fully interconnected. Because, like, it's hard to make. You couldn't do this as a 40-minute performance just because
No.
you
Yeah.
need so many more moving parts.
true.
But this, for its, 10 minutes? It's probably 10 to 12 minutes
Right.
long. It's great. It is the BTS in their Blood, Sweat, and Tears Wings era. There's wire work. There
Mhm.
is dancing. There is, so much else happening. V's got prosthetics. V had prosthetics for most of that performance that didn't sweat off his back, which good for him.
Yep.
It was a good time. They did Fire. Fires is a great song.
Yeah, they did Fire. What else did they do? They did
Boy Meets Evil.
Yes,
They did
they
Blood,
did.
Sweat, and
Yeah, they
Tears.
did the intro dancing, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
They
Did
did
some-
They did Jimin solo too.
Yeah.
But I don't. Again, it was a lot of like solo bits, and then Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then the transition with V and Jin, and
Yeah,
then
that whole
into Fire.
situation. Yeah.
It was a good. It was
It was
such
great.
a random
It
situation
was a weird situation but it
because
was, yeah.
what?
What was
It
what
was also
even-
BTS going full lore.
Yeah, it was.
They
keep
acknowledged the lore.
We've been doing lore garbage there.
We have lore.
It was full BTS lore, and
It
now you
was.
can buy that lore in Barnes and Nobles near you.
You can.
You can.
You can, indeed.
Oh Jesus, we have another one. We really should have spaced these out
I
better.
mean, it is what it
I
is.
do
We
But this is
put
also
them-
great,
we put them
too.
down in an order. That's the last one. It's the last
This
BTS
is the last
one.
BTS.
This is the last
performance.
BTS
This is
one,
the
but it's just
BTS,
funny.
Perfect Man cover from the 2015 Gayo Daejun.
If you haven't
Gayo
known
Daejuns
before,
are always very rife with covers.
they are.
So many covers. It's
It's just
covers
like a
and
fun.
collabs.
It's basically like supposed to be a fun showcase performance. There's no awards. It's just a fun little,
Just a good time.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. This one though was great because again, it's Shinhwa's Perfect Man cover, and because it's Shinhwa, as we already declared, best idol group of first gen, and this probably could be arguably the best idol group song from first gen, if not,
We've
the
said
best.
that. It is the one that made our top 15 of all time.
Yes.
True.
The only first gen song.
I
that did
mean,
that.
I also love Wild Eyes. I think Wild Eyes is a great
Wild Eyes
contender
is also
for.
pretty great, yeah.
Wild
great.
Eyes is great. Also,
Yeah.
17, great cover of Wild Eyes, by the way.
Yes.
Oh
If you
yeah.
want
Oh
the
god.
same 17th
That's
cover of
such a
Wild
good
Eyes, go on.
cover. The chairs and oh, I love that. Oh, okay. Anyways, though, but Perfect Man, so much fun. If you've ever listened to Perfect Man, you could definitely feel the early 2000s influence, especially from like say Backstreet Boys and NSYNC in it. It is the most. It's like funny. It's the one that I've always made the most one-to-one connection to, like the American boy brand.
Well, yeah, because
sound.
it sounds like a Backstreet song.
Yeah, it does.
Backstreet
It's
could
just
have made
funny.
it.
It's just
Except
funny.
for the rap. But,
Yeah.
otherwise it's full Backstreet.
I know, and it's great. It's perfect. It's so much fun. I love it, and they do a
Yes,
great
yes.
job. I don't think Arum's in this performance though. I think
No, I
it's
believe he
just-
was injured at the time.
That's why. Okay, yeah. So
I believe
Yeah.
he's injured. That's the only reason you aren't in a group. So, yeah, he's injured.
Uh-huh.
true. All right, yeah. So yeah, that was fun though.
They're doing great.
Neat.
Thrive. Thrive
Fantastic.
BTS. I don't know what else to say about BTS's performance ability, given that they're on this list 4 times.
4 times. It's fine.
4 times.
Could have done 5, honestly,
fine.
but
But vibes. All vibes. This next one, fun collab.
fun
Great time.
Yeah.
because a wild Taemin just shows up.
A wild Taemin
Taemin.
shows up for him and Sunmi to do
Gashina.
Gashina in the 2017 Mamas.
And Gashima is great. Sunmi's killing it. It's a fun
Yep.
song. Taemin just appears, does the thing, and then walks off stage, and then Sunmi finger shoots him.
I mean, I mean, he's there, and they also do Move together, which is also fun. But
Which
like,
is-
it's
yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Everyone has fun.
Yes.
Very fun.
It is the better. We'll talk about other.
We're gonna
times
talk about
Sunmi
a
has
worse
done.
Sunmi collaboration.
Sunmi, for some reason, keeps getting these randos. Taemin not a
Taemin
rando.
less of
but
a
like
rando,
a
but-
bunch of. But like.
Although he does
But
just
also-
magically
also
appear, to be
pretty,
fair.
Also pretty random.
But also equally as random as anyone else that gets thrown in Sunmi's way as to here go,
hmm
do a Sunmi song with Sunmi.
Here's a person, yeah.
It's the best one, and that's because those two have very similar energies, but like different.
hmm
They work together well. It's just like different. Like Taemin is a weird intensity to him, but like
Yeah.
it works with Sunmi. It's fine. I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Even
All
though
right.
they don't really do much together in that performance. They do just kind of meet and then walk past each other.
Yep.
I mean, they might do more Move, but From
No,
what
they
I remember.
don't. She doesn't.
Oh, they don't
really
either.
She doesn't. She comes back at the end of Move to do the same thing that he did in Gashina, which is like the last bit.
To be there for a hot second
it's not
and then
a.
leave.
It's not a lot of. It's not a lot of interaction,
Yeah.
but it works because
kind of like you two are popular soloists this year. Do a little quick interaction.
I mean, Move and Gashina were 2 of the best solo songs of that year.
They were.
True. They were
They
and
were
the
icons
most
of that
popular.
year. This next one is one that I just think we have to do every couple years, just for, I guess, to fill a quota.
Right. Like every year we have to meet a quota and we get it all the time.
Yep,
Mhm.
because every, I think it's like some sort of, I don't know, maybe pact with a demon that
True.
every girl group has to do a cover of Into the New World, and we got that all in one go. At the when was this?
This was a Gayo Daejun, I
Oh,
know.
it's the 2016 KB. No, it's the 2016
Oh,
KBS
KBS,
Song
okay.
Festival. KBS. Because we got G-Friend, IOI, Twice, and Red Velvet all getting it all done at once.
Of course.
They all covered Into the New World. I mean, I do enjoy it. They all come out, essentially introduce themselves with song, walk off stage. Other ones walk on stage, do their little song, and then they all meet at the end and do Into the New World.
Right.
As every girl group is
as
legally
we all
required to do.
must do.
As
It's
we
a
all
fun
must
collab.
do
It's a cute
before
little
we die.
collab.
It's a good collab. I mean, these were they did get the top girl groups of that era.
Yep.
And they all fit well enough that they could all do Into the New World and it doesn't feel wrong. Because, like, wait another year and you have to do it with Blackpink and then I'm immediately like, that feels weird. You know? Like, we had the correct groups of people here. And, you know, it's good. I don't know. It just feels like we're ticking boxes, though. It's not an inspired choice.
No, but I feel like this is one of the more well-executed versions of this we've had, so.
Oh, absolutely. If we're all gonna keep having it, I'd rather us all just get... Again, I'd rather this than having 4 individual covers of Into the New World.
Definitely.
That's so many covers of Into the New World.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot, but it's a song that just works.
It's a song we must keep covering, much like, much like so many boy group songs. Can we stop doing, what is it? What's that, can we do Rising Sun?
Oh, that'd
please,
be great.
if we're gonna do a TVXQ song.
Oh, instead of like,
Neurotic?
Neurotic, yeah, I don't want to see
Can we
Neurotic
do Rising
anymore.
Sun? I'm sick of Neurotic, to be honest.
I also don't want to
And
hear
also
You Go Girl again ever. Like, get out of here with that.
And also, I'm gonna be honest, I know Into the New World's the iconic one. Can we do, like, Genie? Something? There's
literally anything else.
And, like, no offense, I'm a little tired of, I like So Hot. There's so many other options.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
many.
we've done that song enough. Like, we've
death.
done so much of it.
Can someone do a cover of Touch My Body? As legal adults, all obviously, but like bring some Sistar into it. Bring some fun. You know? Are we at the point where we can do Twice covers? Can we do like Ooh Ah? Can we make that a trend?
Honestly, I feel like they've been around long enough that they should be able to. But you know,
I'm just saying we need to like throw some
variety. Give us some variety.
Give us something, because I feel like we're down to the same covers every time.
I know.
Red Velvet should be old enough by this point.
Oh, yeah.
Do some of them. I don't care. The groups and this performance are old enough that we could do their own songs.
I know.
All right.
Oh,
moving on.
yes.
Yep.
So the next two are like here mainly for iconic reasons, not because I think that they're like
they're very good
performances,
but they're something to remember.
Oh God,
they're fine, but they're not like great.
Yeah.
All the other performances pre this, I think, are like phenomenal.
All right. First up, though, we got GD and Taeyeon from Mama 2014. Yeah. GD. I just remember how they set this whole thing up, where it's like GD comes in with the Seoul '88 Olympics hat in this like hexagonal triangle, you know, cube shit thing with lights.
You mean a
circle situation.
It's a half circle.
It's like the giant adult version of the playground where your kids climb up on it. You know what I mean? That's what it's giving. Anyways, you know, doing that, and then Taeyeon comes out, because of course, you know, Taeyeon, he's all like smooth, and they're just like, we're gonna be good boy, you know, because of course that's when they dropped that little, I guess, one-time collab song they did. I'm surprised they never did more, honestly, as a duo. But, it happens.
I don't know, the more time passes, the more I think Big Bang seem like coworkers, and I think barely.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Those two, though, always seemed, like, close from when they were younger, because I guess they knew each other the longest. Because they literally started off at YG very, very young, both of them, but who knows. But yeah. You know, they probably just eventually got sick of each other, who knows. But anyways.
Look, it's mainly here because people were going to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We acknowledge it. We've seen it.
We've seen
there.
it. It's there.
It's fine. GD talks shit on the award show he's on.
Yeah.
And I'm not that interested.
He does.
Good boy is fine.
It feels like a very GD thing to do, so, like...
It does.
It's not even that
and, like,
shocking.
what else do you expect? I'm, like, not that surprised.
Yeah.
And also, guess what? The mamas are fine.
Yep.
They're still around.
They're still here.
CJ, E&M thriving.
Yep.
Period.
And then 2015.
And then it's the 21 reunion and the mama.
The surprise reunion.
That's just mainly here because
Because it was a surprise.
I don't know. It was a surprise.
Yeah, because no one was expecting it. Because I think it was just they were thinking that CL was just going to appear.
Out of
Park
nowhere
Bomb just appears
after her
abruptly.
huge drug scandal that shouldn't have been a scandal. So,
but also
here
much
we
like
are.
the GD performance, it was fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Because I've also never really found 21 to be like
Good.
amazing. Good to begin with, but also like even amazing performers. They're fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, okay.
It's fine.
Isn't mainly here just because we have to acknowledge
Because of the
shit
park
that happened.
bomb.
Because of the park bomb. Hi, park bomb. Bye, park bomb.
Mm-hmm. And then we never saw a park bomb again.
Unfortunately, we did, though.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
She does make a resurgence.
But she's kind of been away since then,
Unfortunately, we
honestly.
did. She was on Queendom for the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, but she's been away since then for the most part, I feel like.
Good. She's not a good singer.
I think she
Sorry.
was, but she
Not
lost
sorry.
it over time.
I don't think she ever
I don't
was.
think she ever was.
Yeah,
I think she had potential at best.
maybe.
Okay. Last one?
Last one.
Last
Oh
one.
yeah, Mama Moo 2018 Mamas. Oh, this was hot. And this is where Kayla used her reference in her pole dance video for
did.
solar pole dancing. Just because that just doesn't happen these days that often in K-pop.
It doesn't.
But Solar did. I mean, I don't know. For me, as a noob, she looked good.
Solar
but...
is the best, I would say, K-pop pole dancer. Also, of my opinion, she's actually
talent-wise, what would you rate her as based on your experience?
I don't know, because I haven't seen her
Do anything else?
do much
an
outside
actual
of
routine?
outside of that performance. I haven't seen her do a lot, because that is very like a performance is like slightly lower level where I am. So it's like level 1, 2 is like pole difficulty.
Okay.
But it's much more difficult than any other idol I've seen do like pole dance routines before, because they're doing like real basic stuff, and Solar is the only one who's doing anything that is like a little bit more advanced wise.
Fair enough. Yeah, and then Hwasa in her red outfit.
The Hwasa outfit, yeah.
The Hwasa
So
outfit.
pleather. They caused a ruckus because they can't handle one with curbs in Korea apparently.
They have a big problem with Hwasa, I think, generally.
It's like, how dare
A
you
lot
exist
of-
the way you are,
a lot
Hwasa?
of
Your
reasons,
jeans suck.
apparently.
It's like, okay.
Alright, get over
It's
it.
like,
please.
Hwasa's literally not doing anything, and they're just like, Hwasa, your body is terrible!
How
and
dare
she's
you.
just like over here going like, I didn't do anything to my body, I'm just curvy, and I have a tan.
The main issue, though, and this is the thing, the main issue is she then made a song that was so bad about it.
Which one?
I Love My Body is a really bad
Okay,
song.
yeah. Well,
She made a really bad song
I mean,
about
I
her
like
curves,
her
which, again,
debut, and I
thrive
also
with
love
your-
Maria from
Thrive
her.
with your actions, not
Yeah.
with your words.
I mean, I
my
love her
girl.
debut, but I also love Maria from her, and that's like the most I've listened to her solo stuff, though. To be fair, so I don't know what else she's done since. So I'll take your word for it. But
It's
yeah.
real bad.
yeah, that was fun. I liked what also Wien did her own solo song too in that performance, and I liked that song as well. So that was cool. Wien just kissing.
Let's get to the bad.
Yeah, all right, the bad, the
Bad
bad,
times.
bad,
Hell yeah.
the bad.
The bad. A lot of the bad is trending more recent, just because it's what we remember.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
There's a lot of bad old ones. We just didn't feel like rummaging through the archives of the internet.
Uh-huh.
But yes, so this is one that is like infamously bad. I think the general consensus is that this is bad.
It's
Because
not
it's
good.
the 2022 Rookie Girl Group stage from the 2022 Mama Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
It's bad. I don't
It's
know what
bad.
to tell you. It is.
It's so
I've
disappointing.
Kepler-
It's so disappointing in so many ways because
because it's Ive Kepler and Mix Lee Seraphim and New Jeans.
yeah.
Oh,
Most of
that
those
yeah,
groups
that
are
one,
great.
yeah, not good.
Right.
No, Most, yeah.
Most of those groups great.
Really good. And we've had
Really
good
good.
rookie collaboration stages.
Yes.
We've talked about them on this video so far, and this was just so nothing. It's like they put
Not
it was
just
the lowest
nothing.
it was the lowest effort they could
Yeah,
have
it's
possibly
very low
put
effort.
into this. It was
Yeah.
just not good in any way.
Because instead of doing what you should do, which is have each group come out and do their own song, they have a random members
Covering. They're covering other songs is what they're doing.
like random
Yeah.
members covering each other's songs. It'll be like one
yeah.
member of the group and then random other people. And all these girls
they
did
definitely
not
did
have
not.
enough
You could
time
tell.
to figure it
But
out.
they gave him like maybe 2 days
It's-
max or a day max to learn it.
And no, but also it feels
No,
like
they
they
definitely
didn't
did
do
not.
it together. This is when I'm like the formations are off because like none of these girls were able to practice together to realize where each of them should be standing.
Right.
It's just so. And then they do Cheer Up. One of Twice's worst songs.
One of their worst songs. It's so boring.
Maybe we should wait a couple years before we start covering Twice so they can cover the era of Twice that's good.
Right.
Or just cover
Or
like
even
ooh,
like
why are we
TT,
covering
like
Cheer Up?
cover TT,
Yeah.
cover like
Cover anything else except
trying to
Signal.
let you know.
We don't need
It just feels.
everything. Yeah, I would appreciate anything but that song.
I would appreciate anything but those two. It just feels very like they were trying to do something here,
Right.
but didn't give it enough time, and
Mhm.
also sort of half-assed it.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't help that I don't know. It just felt very. Why?
Yeah, but they also like mix them up too in
that's
different,
felt
Felt so
and they have them like
obviously
standing
low
in the back,
effort.
just like in section
Yeah.
groups, and it's like.
There was like no thought put into it. They didn't stage them in any way that was interesting. They did about 20 seconds of
But it
each
wasn't
of
even
their
different groups.
songs.
It's like they remixed
like,
the people in
random
each
groups.
group.
It
They took a
was-
member from each. Yeah.
I know, but
They
it's like,
did,
but
and
it
that's
was
the
like they
worst.
learned about
But-
as much as the choreography as
Yeah.
you would like a TikTok,
would.
or if not less than what you would
Yeah.
learn for a TikTok. Like it was not.
It just felt
was
very.
bad.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
All right. I don't know. It just felt very.
A lot of it was
what the fuck.
real bad. Yeah.
Now we have the culmination of the produce experiment.
Oh yeah, because what even on earth is this? So this was in the 2017 Mamas of AKB48 with the IOI branch groups and also From Is 9 for some reason.
And also From Is 9 because you forget that is technically a CJ&M show.
Yeah. Ooh.
Technically.
Yeah.
But it felt. Because again, this is obviously to do.
And they want to
with,
promote
like,
it because
Produce
it's on
48,
net,
which is
thing,
fine.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Because it's Mnet, and like you have to like start, bring it out. But it just shows how
Mhm.
different of performers these are.
Right.
Because those AKB girls can barely
They're just
move.
like.
And I bet you all of these IOI branch groups were told to do this. They're not doing much, but they're doing it better than the
Yeah, the
AKB48
AKB48
girls.
Oh yeah.
The way AKB48
It's,
and
like,
like girl
really
groups in
bad.
Japan do it,
like,
it's
they're
like
not
it's
doing
different than Kpop.
Much. They're sort of just like it's clap,
Yeah.
spin around mic stand. And
Uh-huh.
it looks like a struggle. And you'd think it wouldn't be, given that these girls perform multiple times.
But I feel
a
like they
week.
also I feel like they also probably do it
Just saying.
simply too because of the fact they perform frequently.
But also
Yeah, they're not
because
trained
these
that
girls are not
much.
trained. They
Like-
are not
Well,
trained.
the bare
I'm
minimum
just
they get the
saying
bare
that for
minimum
people
training
do it
clearly
multiple
to do
times a
the
week,
dances.
You'd think that they. But also, you'd think that if they do this multiple times a week, you kind of
Yeah.
get the hang of it after a while. And yet, oh boy. Also, it doesn't help that the only people singing are the AKB girls. Like, no
it
one else
definitely
is
doesn't
mic'd,
help. Yeah.
So they kind of sound. They
definitely does
they
not help
sound
the
bad.
situation.
Just saying. It gets worse because like the beginning is at least has some vibe. The rest is a ballad.
I don't understand it.
I forgot that I forgot it
it's
went
really
on
weird.
for so long.
It's so long.
It's like 5
and
minutes.
It's
at
so
least.
confusing. Just overall.
I don't
yeah.
think I had ever heard the ballad part because I think I turned it off before we got there every time.
Right.
And I'm like, why are ballads are even worse? Damn.
Damn.
Those the IOI branch group girls all kind of look like they're like, why am I here?
What is going? And From Us 9 is really
Yeah.
like, what is why?
more so from his 9. But it's like, why am I, like, what am I doing? Why did I sign my soul away to this company?
Right.
Why am I contractually obligated to do this? It just feels like, why? There's a reason that it never happened. There's a reason that this stopped happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, but
I forgot about the next one.
The next one's real fun.
The next one is the Kingdom announcement performance at the 2020 Mama. Which was Stray Kids and ATs and
the boys.
The boys, and it's like, oh god.
I would like to say that this was the beginning of the end for ATs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The minute that they were battling for that fucking crown,
yeah,
it was the beginning of the end.
It was.
Because 1, dance fighting is not a real thing.
Nope.
So why are we doing this?
What are we doing?
And
I mean, it could be because that's basically what kung fu movies are. A lot of dance fighting.
But no.
Not in the way of K-pop.
Not in this way.
Not in the way of K-pop.
Not in this way.
Mama performance.
Not in the way of this Mama performance. But also, why am I being given an undisclosed ad?
Yeah.
Because this is bad.
It's real bad. And it's like, yeah, I understand it's the Kingdom announcement performance, but also I'm not very excited for Kingdom now.
No.
Like,
and also at the same time, all you've shown me is 3 members of groups dancing kind of poorly to random dubstep, which is whatever. But also, at that point, give me the full cast list.
Right.
Give me some. If you're gonna do this, give me an announcement.
Right, like it was so, and it's like, it was only 3 groups, then we had 3 of the groups casted at the time of the show, so
and then I understand that
it
like all fits together with like each of their respective Mama performances, like the boys and ATs and Stray Kids, but still, why?
But why?
I hate it here. Alright. I forgot about the next one.
Oh man. That's also, like, what a choice that was.
Yeah, so it's it's the 2017 Mamas. And it is, so many people are like, we want collab stages, and I'm like, no you don't. Because then you get stuff like Sulgi and Taeyong
with Hitchhiker in the background, just
and then also like the
fucking would not.
She's just also there.
So it's like that
just
weird
also
DJ
present.
dude that has like that whatever fucking song. You know what I'm talking about? Like Sonic goes like. Yeah, thank you. That one.
I know
that's one of
them.
About, I don't know about the rest of his music, but that's the one I remember the most. I'm like, what the?
I don't know what the name.
I
know it. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what song
something
it is.
like or something stupid sounding like that. You know, it's like that's basically the song. It's loud. It's definitely obnoxious. I don't know how. Yeah. Anyways, that's a thing.
Moving on. These are 2 of the least charismatic people in this industry doing a collab stage, and I am fully willing to say they are 2 of the least charismatic people in this industry. Fight me, bitch! It's true, they have no chemistry. I don't think these 2. I know they're in the same company, but it almost feels like they've never
I'd rather
met.
watch any performance with Sulgi though any day if I was forced to choose, but because Sulgi is a decent dancer, so like, yeah.
I don't care. Honest to God, I think it was bad on both of their ends. Even though they don't do much, and then Taeyeon just starts rapping, and then for some reason they decided to make it a weird collab. It's not a collab stage because they are fully independent. They're like fully, completely independent. Like performances that just happen to transition back and forth. They have nothing to do with each other.
Right.
So why were they
who's
combined?
To say?
Was it another situation where they were like, SM, you have 10 minutes.
Probably.
Figure yourself out.
Bullshit, yeah.
Because these groups could have totally done independently great performances.
Right.
Then you just have to stitch them together with bad EDM.
Ugh. Gross.
You know
All
what
right.
else?
JYP the man.
Honestly,
The
the
Mama portion right before this, I think is fine. And like Kwasa coming out as like a gender bent Joker is cool.
The Mama before,
But, like, let's get Kwasa away from JYP.
I think she was even sitting on his lap at some point right before the performance. Oh,
I don't enjoy it.
She got really into it.
She did. She did get really into it, and it's unfortunate.
She was like, that's almost the worst part.
I know.
Like, sometimes, because like JYP will sometimes have a collaborator. Like he does collaboration with Sammi sometimes, and those like
make sense because she used to be underneath there,
as normal as he can be.
But like, no, just because she's there and she knows the energy.
Right.
Kwasa got too into
Oh, don't
it.
forget, she also did a song with him,
weird.
Don't Leave Me, for that Mamas that year, too. With him.
I know, but like, there are other people that do collabs with JYP, and they are far more normal.
Yeah.
And they're both wearing clear outfits, too.
Bad.
He comes up right before him with a clear outfit situation again.
Well, that was his thing.
I know, but it's funny. He brings it back. He brings back the clear pants thing. Thank God he's wearing stuff underneath, though, but yeah.
I still don't think you're allowed to show up naked on camera, I'm just saying. Moving on, because we have another one that I just think is, like, the opposite, which is another thing of Sammi randomly be given people to do, performances with. Because we have her doing... It's also... No, it's Heroine at that point. It would have been Heroine.
I think it's Heroine, yeah.
With, Seulgi and Daewoo. Two
like, what is
not very charismatic
what is this combination of people?
It is, we saw who was available.
I don't know, maybe today if we did a dance cover of it and we're just like, we're gonna shove him in here.
Everyone did a dance cover of Heroine that year.
Yep.
It just feels random and bad.
Yeah.
Because Sunmi's doing the normal stuff and the other two are present.
Daewoo's there. Like, he's there, I guess. Like, what is
Seulgi, to be honest. I think all of them, like, the performance, they add nothing, and they just sort of distract me.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So the last one is...
I don't remember where this was at. This last one.
Let me find it, because they keep putting it
I
up.
feel like it's a year-end award show. I feel like it's a year-end show, not like an award show.
It's not an award show.
Yeah.
It is... So it's the 2018 KBS Song Festival. So the same thing when we got fucking Seulgi and Daewoo over here.
Oh, of course.
So there was a JYP and an SM special where they essentially just did... They're both bad in different ways.
Yeah.
Let's start with the SM one, because it's more like generically bad.
Right.
Because essentially it is SM artists come out, have younger SM artists be their backup dancer.
Right. It's real weird.
Because like you have, I don't know, it just felt very, and then also have a bunch of NCT units come
NCT
out.
Of it all.
Right. Of course.
Yep. And then have like young SM, like, it's like, why? Because like they seem fully independent from each other. Red Velvet's doing their own thing. EXO does their own thing, and then NCT's their backup dancers.
Right.
NCT does their own thing with no backup dancers because there's no one younger at that point. It just felt very, why? Okay, so instead of giving them individual stages, we just got all of SM done at once.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure, why not? I guess.
The JYP one is also bad.
It's bad in a different,
at least it's
in a different way.
It's at least more interestingly bad.
Right.
Because, like...
JYP, I remember specifically does a whole rap performance. And it is one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Because it is the
JYP rappers. And Day6 is in there for some reason.
Yep.
And it's like him and like Jackson and Chaeyoung from Twice.
And Jisung is there, I believe. Oh, Young K's there too.
Young K also there? Oh god.
I think Bam Bam's there too.
Yeah, it's bad. Ooh, it's bad.
But the other thing you have to realize is that at this point, Day6 is still a band. So the members of Day6 are in their instruments for most of this.
Right.
They can't go anywhere. because they're just sort of set there with their instruments.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I'll give it this. JYP the man is not there.
He is not there, thankfully. That would have been really bad if he were there.
So, like, at the very least, I will say it is more interestingly bad, because all of these people seem to have met.
Mm-hmm.
They know who each other are.
Right.
It's just still, like, weird combinations. Too many different vibes, because these people are not... They all make discernible enough music that it's like, well, you can't interchange these people.
Right.
What fits one will not fit the other ones. But the other, I mean, at the very least, they are also doing covers of older JYP artists.
Yeah, true.
That's, yeah,
at least in the singing parts.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
At least it's not that they're doing their own songs.
Their own
I'll
songs,
give it
yeah.
that. Like, I think the SM one is worse. Mainly just because the JYP one was more ambitious in its badness.
That's fair.
Like, you tried and you failed. SM didn't try and still failed.
Yeah. I don't know, it's real bad.
It's just weird, man. So what did we learn?
Yes, we need better collaborations.
Overall. More and better of them.
And also, we've always needed more and better of them, because they've always been kind of bad.
We've always had some real bad ones anyway.
So really, nothing has changed, and I guess we can't really hope for improvement. At least we haven't gotten worse.
I feel like we've gotten more boring. I don't know if I'd say it's definitely not worse, but we are pretty boring.
I feel like we just have more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything, there's always, like, new award shows. And I'm like, why is there so many of these?
That's fair. But we are available on all major podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We also have a YouTube channel where we post all of our episodes along with clip videos occasionally as well. And with that, we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.